time to check in with Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hello, Micah. Hi, Ray.
Tom?
Well, I wish I had that sunshine more imminent than it looks like it is, but it may be Sunday before we get a fair amount of sunshine around here, and we're going into a cool pattern. There were even some flakes of snow through the northern suburbs up around Waukegan today, for instance. There's the stratus over the city. Boy, that's a frequent visitor in springtime sometimes, certainly in this kind of pattern, and we're getting little showers out of that even at this hour. What we're watching on the satellite are the backwash clouds with this storm that just went through, and this arc of clouds, that's a cold front. There's some real wind with that. You can see this punch of cool air behind the storm. A little bit of warm air tried to make it into North Dakota, but look at the reservoir of cold air, and when you start shifting the jet stream off that cold air mass, what happens is this cool air spills into the country. That's where it'll be tomorrow. It'll tighten its grip over the weekend, so we're going to be kind of chilly, even as the west is in remarkable warmth. That kind of contrast is not uncommon at this time of the year. And look at how much the temperatures will be below normal and how frequently. It looks like Wednesday could see a poke of really mild air. We could get into the 60s on Wednesday and see showers and thunderstorms, but other than that, it's a pretty long run of subnormal temperatures that are headed this way. Tonight it's 41, which is really not all that bad for this time of the year. At this time of the night, it can be a lot cooler than that. West-northwest winds are blowing at 9, 86% humidity, with rain within the hour at O'Hare Field. Had a high today of 46, a low of 39. The high was below normal, but the nighttime low was above normal. So we actually put an above normal day in the books again today. The spread in highs was 40 at Harvard and Kenosha to 48 at Wilmette. A little bit of wind today, but that's going to be another factor tomorrow. The winds are really going to pick up in the afternoon. Could be gusting over 40 miles an hour with the arrival of that reinforcing chilly air, and there was no sunshine today across the metro area. These are the city rainfalls so far. This is all the rain over the last 4 days. The month is now above normal in terms of precipitation, but look at some of these totals around the area. There were a number of locations that have had over an inch of rain this week, including Oak Park, Batavia, McHenry, Aurora, St. Charles, and run down the list there. And there'll be another healthy wet spell coming in next week. Third storm in the last 2 weeks to arrive here, but there'll be a break between them. Tonight it's in the 30s from Deerfield to Wilmette, and we're in the low 40s in South Holland and Blue Island and Evergreen Park, and it is sprinkling in parts of the area right now. There's a plot of the temperatures, and here's the radar. Now, the showers are doing what we had anticipated, and that is thinning out. But see that little area of snow that affected some of the northern suburbs? Visibilities are lower just because there's a little bit of drizzle and low cloudiness and haze in the area. But the bottom line is we'll have some rain and wet snowflakes go over to just sporadic sprinkles tonight and tomorrow morning. Then 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts will lock in tomorrow night, and the rain showers will redevelop during the afternoon, going over to some snow showers tomorrow night. Not much prospect of sunshine or any great quantity of it tomorrow, with 100% of the sky covered. And 11 of the next 13 days will be below normal, with any one of them averaging anywhere from 2 to 13 degrees below normal. So we've got a cool period coming up here with chances for rain going down to practically nil Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But here's the next weather system bringing showers in by Tuesday and Wednesday. And these winds are going to be something. 47-mile-an-hour peak gusts tomorrow in the afternoon. Won't start that way. It'll get windier as the day goes on. And 39-mile-per-hour gusts on Saturday. Even Sunday will be fairly breezy. Here's where the wind is. And this band of strong winds kind of marks the leading edge of the cool air. It's coming in behind a front and this little low pressure. See how packed the isobars are? There's a big Canadian high, which is going to bring a broad area of northwest winds into the region. Now, in terms of the showers on the front edge of that front, here's where they'll be in the morning. Nothing to write home about, but they'll be approaching our airspace about lunchtime tomorrow and increasing during the afternoon. And look how they go over to some snow showers tomorrow night. And the winds will be pretty healthy, gusting 30, 40 miles an hour tomorrow. At 10 o'clock, we'll take you into next week. We'll show you that next system and some early estimates of rain with that. But and we also have some incredible pictures, some aerial shots of the ice up north and the tornado damage down in New Orleans. But tonight, cloudy, breezy, chilly, light showers, then just sporadic sprinkles the rest of the night. Low temperature down to 39. Tomorrow, more cloudy than not, windy in the afternoon. Scattered showers will start redeveloping around lunchtime. It might be a sprinkle in the morning in spots, but scattered showers in the afternoon, and that's when the wind gusts go to 40. High tomorrow could hit 50. Much of the day will be in the 40s. Then tomorrow night, the colder air comes in. Not dramatically so, but enough to switch us over to some rain or snow showers. 33 and windy tomorrow night again. And still windy on Saturday, cloudy with 41 degrees expected. That's the 5th cloudy day in a row. If you're getting sick of it, that's why. It's been around more than it should be. 10 degrees below normal with that 41 on Saturday and 15 degrees below normal on Sunday, but at least the sun will come out more than it has on Saturday. On Monday, partly sunny and 40, and the winds start picking up, and the scattered showers on Tuesday turn into rain and thunderstorms, but a surge of Gulf air coming up here that could pump temperatures into the 60s for a day, indicating there is hope for this spring season to produce some warm weather around here, you know?
That's a gloomy pattern.
That is a gloomy pattern. Good way to put it, Ray. Yeah.
All right. See you later. Thanks.
All right. See you, Micah.
Coming up, a chance.